Greetings, one and all. It's very regular within the NHL for young players to be called up and have their rookie games with the senior club. Say if there's injuries or players that have been traded, it's very often the players will get called up from the AHL teams or from somewhere like junior and get brought up to play on the big team, and then maybe next year get a permanent spot on the roster. But it doesn't happen very often for 30-year-old players. And that's what this video is about. A player called Pat Cannone, or Pat Cannone. He is a 30-year-old centre, and he was called up by the Minnesota Wild for their game against the Colorado Avalanche last night. He is the second oldest player in Minnesota Wild history to play in his NHL debut, only being eclipsed by Lubomir Sekeres, who was aged 31 when he made his debut with the Minnesota Wild on October 6th, 2000. Now, Cannone, I believe that's how you say it, he was never drafted, but he played for the Binghamton Senators for 2 full seasons. Then he played with the Chicago AHL team for 3 seasons before signing a 1-year, 2-way contract with the Minnesota Wild. Now, Cannone has 203 points, 80 goals, and 123 assists in 348 AHL games. But he played the game against Colorado last night and finished the game with 0 points and 2 shots on goal, or 2 shots in general. Now, the Minnesota Wild won 2-0, which is great for them, so they won. But Cannone, he didn't have a huge impact in the game, but I don't think they were expecting him to come up and score a hat-trick. It would have been awesome if he did, but I mean, it's nice for some of these older guys to get the call. Many people always think you've got to think about the 18, the 19, the 20-year-olds. Up to the mid-20s is kind of when people think, right, you can either leave them in the AHL or not because they're considered out of their prime or about to hit their prime. They're not quite there yet. So I think it's really nice for players like this to get the call up to the big team. I think it's nice for somebody like Pat Cannone to have his chance to play on the big team, really. I think it's fair. Like, they must be having some sort of issue with injuries. I'm not too clued up with the Minnesota Wild at the moment, so don't have a go at me, guys. But for him to go up and play, he's had 203 points in 348 AHL games. He's a solid AHL producer. He's played the last 5 seasons with the AHL. He played in the NCAA, I believe, college hockey, before he went to the AHL. And he got his chance to play in the NHL. Like, that's what any hockey player dreams of, to play in the NHL for their first game. He probably won't care that it might be his only game. He played a game in the NHL. That's more than anybody could ask for. And he seems like a very humble guy. He's always very team first from what I've read about this guy. He seems very team first. He's not fussed about the personal accolades. And that's exactly what a hockey player should be. So hopefully Cannone gets a couple more games up in the NHL. Hopefully he scores a goal in the NHL. That'll be something to tell his grandkids one day. And that'll be absolutely brilliant. But yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.